Orientation and mobility is something that we all use every day. And these are things that most of us, while they're primary to our development and our ability to access the world around us, they're skills that most of us take for granted until we're faced with a challenge. Vision impairment is certainly a challenge that will cause an individual to feel limited in their ability to move through space. Moving through space with a sense of safety, with a sense of confidence, and with a sense of purpose is the objective that people who are taking orientation and mobility classes at Lighthouse have. The classes are tailored to the individual. Whatever that individual identifies as their primary need is what the orientation and mobility instructor will focus on. Most people who come to us who are blind or visually impaired are learning those basic and very traditional skills for how to move around in their environment, to use your other senses, as well as your ability to cognitively map out an area to move around within it.
It would be good to maybe review the crossing there on the other side and then the crossing there, because I'm supposed to go to Kitty and Gary's next week to let their dogs out.
When a child is born visually impaired, they may not be able to see the cues in their environment, the toy across the room that's going to motivate them to move. So when we're talking about orientation and mobility for a young child who is blind or visually impaired, we need to find other ways to motivate them to move through their environment. Without a natural intrinsic desire to move through and explore their environment, their learning about that environment, their ability to develop concepts is going to be greatly inhibited. In many ways, children are they're not mysterious. They'll show you what they know. They'll show you what they're comfortable with. They will take risks where they're comfortable taking risks. And risk-taking is very important in a young child's life. That's how they learn, and that's how they develop. The way that children learn about their world and the way that they develop concepts is through play.
All right, yes. Are you ready to go play?
An activity that I might do, just for example, with a young child who can walk and run, might be just running up and down a grassy hill, so that they can experience the feel of the grass and the change in the level, and we can talk about the directional concepts of up and down, but we may hold hands while we do it, and we may laugh, and we may even get to a point where we're rolling down that hill. To the child, they're just playing. I know that there's a lot of learning going on. Beyond that, if there are areas where it's obvious that the child is limited because of a fear of moving through space, maybe because their vision has impacted them to the degree that they're not sure what lies a few feet ahead of them, then I will work with that child on developing a sense of confidence about moving forward through space. And even for a young child, that might involve use of a cane or another type of adaptive mobility device, so that they might hold in front of them, so that as they move through space, they know that they have another way to detect whether there's a step there or an obstacle. And as they slowly become comfortable with that device, that mobility device, the hope is confidence will increase, their desire to explore their environment will grow, and that they will begin to learn more about how the world works around them.
Stop, listen, look, if it says.
That's right. Stop.
Got to stop, look, if it says.
Good job. Goodbye, Wesley. Goodbye, Wesley. It's time for me to go. Good job. Thank you, honey.